reporters chat. Ramona, what is the latest on LeBron James' injury?
So they don't have a game until Friday. And Darvin Ham said yesterday they're going to be very cautious with this injury. He's basically just going to rest as much as he can this week to give that injury time to heal before he goes on a very slow
putting work on the old boards. I mean, it almost felt like this was bully ball, like the whole. So Joel Embiid scored 100.
Getting that win against Brooklyn last night was a good start, and buying him and the team some time.
Oh yeah.
On the points on the Utah Jazz.
Ever so.
So the sense I got from being around the Nets is that they're expecting him to rejoin the team at some point. Probably not on this
points on the Utah Jazz.
He's got some work to do.
Where were you when Joel Embiid dropped 59 points?
MVP Embiid.
He's got some
8 assists, 7 blocks. Sixers wild. On the other end, Embiid with the dagger. He has 59 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 blocks. Sixers won, and here's their MVP Embiid.
Where were you when Joel
Embiid? Sixers won, and here's their MVP.
Other guys get opportunities, the vibes kind of change. And look,
8 assists, 7 blocks. Sixers
need Kyrie's
won, and
particularly with Ben Simmons out for a while, out for a couple of games now, it seems like they're going to need that talent. But look, this is dating back to 2017, 2018, when the Celtics made the conference finals without him. We're 6 years into Kyrie's teams losing nothing when he doesn't play. Those winning percentages, if you add them up, are almost exactly the same, 57%. Now, that's obviously indicative of how much talent, other talent, his teams had, whether it's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, whatever it was. But at some point, the database gets pretty big. I don't think that necessarily would apply to this team because they're relying on a lot of fringe guys without him, but they've played better without him. They just have. And I just think those numbers are getting kind of interesting.
Yeah, and one of the other players that you mentioned on the pre-show call, Ben Simmons, was quite surprising, you know, considering that he was a last-minute scratch versus the Lakers.
Only 1 3-pointer of those 59.
So he's got a knee issue, and I talked to him yesterday before the game, and he had spent all day working with.
He's kind of faded from contention here, but let's see what happens over the next month with James. But still, his MVP odds have moved from 22 to 1 all the way down to 12 to 1. He now has the 5th shortest odds to win MVP behind co-favorites Luka, Giannis, Tatum, and Steph.
He wants to get back out there, but second night of back-to-back couldn't get ready. That late scratch was surprising because he warmed up, he tried to get through it, but he didn't play. Seth Curry didn't play, and have a whole lot.
Again, historical performance, best of his career, and definitely looking forward to seeing more of this from Big Fella.
Again, no.
It's because it was fun. There was a lot of energy in Crypto.com, and so I'm back with Matt and of course with Vince. And so let's roll the tape. AD and KD ready to battle it out in LA yesterday. Now, at the end of the first quarter, look at this, Matt. Did you see the play?
James Harden, but very glad to have Vince Carter joining us. And I want to go bigger picture with the Sixers offense. Their team really looks a lot different without James Harden on the court.
I'm just happy to see he's out there smiling and having fun. He's bought into that 6-man role, and although the team isn't winning much, he's playing well, and I think they'll come along.
And speaking of which, third quarter, look at this dish ahead and the slam.
Yes.
And after that, they had to call a timeout. Like
last played Vince November 2nd. What is their team picture with the Sixers offense? Their team.
I mean, this is the Anthony Davis that we've seen flashes of, and I know.
And I want to go bigger picture with the Sixers offense.
More of this, because this is what you're getting every single night from Kevin Durant.
Okay, you're getting threes, but like, how often do we see this? And one, son, from the 3-point line.
They did another 3 right after that. So.
This one was fun. It's like nostalgia for my generation, millennials, right? Now we're in the fourth quarter.
Look out.
Yeah.
Russ.
Fights from last night's.
He's still got a lot left in the tank, man.
And I love this right here. Austin.
He put them on his back.
Yes, sir.
Lonnie Walker had himself a game.
He's quietly had a solid season so far for the Lakers.
Lonnie Walker, I think he had 25. The Lakers end up beating the Nets 116-103. And guess what? This is what KD had to say about 80s play. He basically said, look, anytime we go up against guys like this that are on a mission, it's very important. But overall, Matt, what was last night's outcome more about? Was it more about the Nets or was it more about the Lakers?
I just think it's really more about the Lakers and what they have. their roster, the limited ability to shoot the 3-ball. Anthony Davis, you see flashes like this. So I know they want,
you know, with James Harden being out.
You know, LeBron's in year 20. Russ is buying into that 6-man role. So obviously the Lakers are always going to be a topic of conversation, whether they're winning or losing. But I think this is more about the Lakers because, as Zach said earlier, they know the Nets know they're going to need Kyrie, and I feel like that team's a lot younger and they can bring it together a little bit easier than this Laker team can.
Vince, what did you like about Anthony Davis's play last night?
Well, I'm going to buy into what Matt just said. It's definitely about the Lakers, and what I liked about
59 points. Hey, what's up?
To go out there and lead this team and be the go-to guy for my guy. No, AD, you need to be the go-to guy when LeBron.
Jack from Jaggy Sports here, and my own.
Keep that energy, and I think everybody needs to continue to whisper that in his ear. So I think it's a blessing in disguise. Yes, LeBron out, you don't want to see him out, but this can help AD establish himself as a go-to guy.
West, the Utah Jazz. Leave a comment in the comment section. This is Jag from Jaggy Sports.
He might need to be the MVP, even though you have someone that is one of the greatest players of all time on your squad.
I agree. I think Bron's ready to pass that torch. AD's got to grab it, though.
Oh, I love this. Speaking of Kings, still to come on NBA.